Welcome to this episode of the story. Have you subscribed yet? Chapter 94, Crisis and Comprehension in the Mysterious Valley. The mysterious spirit beast slowly emerged from the ruins. Its massive body was like a small mountain, and every step it took made the ground tremble. The purple light circulated around its body, making the surrounding mist even denser. Its fierce gaze locked tightly on Sumu and the illusory figure, and it let out a low growl from its throat, as if warning them not to come any closer. Sumu tensed up and quickly circulated the spiritual power in his body, perfectly integrating the reverse. Time spiritual power, spiritual, spring spiritual power, space spiritual power, and the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss to form a multicolored spiritual power shield outside his body. The illusory figure, with a calm expression, emitted a soft yet powerful light all over his body and stood side by side with Sumu, ready to deal with the attack of the mysterious spirit beast at any time. The mysterious spirit beast seemed to sense the strength of Sumu and the illusory figure and did not launch an attack immediately. Instead, it paced slowly around them, constantly sizing them up as if looking for their weaknesses. Using the perception ability of the reverse, time spiritual power, Sumu tried to explore the movement pattern and spiritual power flaws of the mysterious spirit beast. Under the unique vision of the reverse, time spiritual power, he found that the area where the spiritual power flowed most violently on the mysterious spirit beast was its glabella. Whenever it was about to launch an attack, the spiritual power light at the glabella would shine particularly brightly. Signor, the glabella of this mysterious spirit beast seems to be a crucial part. Maybe we can start from there, Sumu whispered to the illusory figure. The illusory figure nodded slightly, a hint of approval in his eyes. Good, you have a sharp observation. But this mysterious spirit beast is quite powerful, and we can't underestimate it. When it launches an attack, you and I will seize the right moment and jointly attack its glabella. As soon as the words were spoken, the mysterious spirit beast suddenly launched an attack. It opened its huge mouth, and a purple spiritual power beam shot towards Sumu and the illusory figure like lightning. This spiritual power beam contained powerful energy, and wherever it passed, the air was instantly torn apart, making a sharp whistling sound. Sumu and the illusory figure reacted quickly. Sumu used the spiritual abyss space distortion, using the space spiritual power to slightly deflect the trajectory of the spiritual power beam, while the illusory figure used the spiritual fantasy purifying light, a pure light rushing towards the spiritual power beam. The two powerful spiritual power forces collided, erupting with a deafening zhuxiang. The light was so dazzling that it hurt people's eyes. The air wave formed by the spiritual power impact spread out in all directions, dispersing the surrounding mist and uprooting the nearby trees. Taking advantage of the moment when the two were blocking the spiritual power beam, the mysterious spirit beast's figure flashed, and it pounced towards Sumu like a ghost. Its sharp claws glistened with cold light, reaching for Sumu's chest. Sumu felt the powerful pressure coming towards him. He quickly circulated the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss and used the enhanced version of the spiritual abyss guardian Starlight. A more solid and brightly shining star, like shield, instantly appeared in front of Sumu. The mysterious spirit beast's claws scratched on the shield, splashing a burst of dazzling sparks, but it couldn't break through the shield's defense. However, the mysterious spirit beast didn't give up. It kept scratching the shield with its claws, and at the same time spat out purple flames from its mouth, trying to burn through the shield. Seeing this, the illusory figure immediately launched an attack from the side. He used the spiritual fantasy phantom step, and his figure instantly disappeared from the spot. The next moment, he appeared behind the mysterious spirit beast. The illusory figure condensed powerful spiritual power in both hands and slapped the mysterious spirit beast's back heavily. This blow contained endless power, and the mysterious spirit beast staggered forward a few steps. The mysterious spirit beast turned its head angrily, let out a roar at the illusory figure, and a more powerful purple spiritual power beam shot towards the illusory figure. The illusory figure was prepared. He quickly used the spiritual fantasy space leap and instantly transferred to another position. The spiritual power beam grazed the corner of his clothes and shot into the distance, hitting a small hill, which was instantly blown to pieces. Taking advantage of the moment when the mysterious spirit beast was attacking the illusory figure, Sumu concentrated all his spiritual power and used the spiritual abyss reverse, time/rift in the sky, a spiritual power blade containing reverse, time power and space-cutting power shot towards the glabella of the mysterious spirit beast. The mysterious spirit beast sensed the danger and tried to dodge, but the spiritual power blade was extremely fast. It couldn't avoid it in time and could only circulate spiritual power to form a purple shield at its glabella. The spiritual power blade hit the purple shield, bursting out a strong light. The purple shield trembled violently under the attack of the spiritual power blade, and fine cracks appeared on it. The mysterious spirit beast felt an unprecedented threat. It let out an earth-shattering roar, and the purple light around its body became extremely intense, shattering Sumu's spiritual power blade. However, this attack by Sumo also successfully enraged the mysterious spirit beast. It no longer held back and used its most powerful move, the purple flame spiritual explosion. The mysterious spirit beast was surrounded by blazing purple flames. The flames quickly condensed into a huge purple spiritual power sphere. The sphere kept rotating, exuding the power to destroy heaven and earth. The mysterious spirit beast pushed the purple spiritual power sphere towards Sumu and the illusory figure. Where the sphere paused, the space seemed to be distorted, and everything around was attracted by a powerful suction force. Sumo and the illusory figure's expressions changed drastically. They knew the power of this move. The two quickly got closer and gathered their respective spiritual powers together, using the strongest defensive move after integration, the spiritual fantasy Abyss Star Guardian Barrier. A huge barrier formed by the integration of spiritual fantasy power, the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss, and star power appeared in front of them. The purple spiritual power sphere hit the barrier heavily. The entire valley trembled as if there was a strong earthquake. Lights shone brightly. Spiritual power overflowed, and the powerful impact made the barrier shake violently, on the verge of breaking at any time. Sumo and the illusory figure gritted their teeth and tried their best to maintain the stability of the barrier. Their clothes were soaked with sweat. During this intense confrontation, Sumu suddenly felt a strange fluctuation in the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss. An idea flashed in his mind. Following this fluctuation, he tried to guide the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss to resonate with the purple, flame spiritual power of the mysterious spirit beast. With Sumu's efforts, the eye of the spiritual abyss emitted a soft light and merged into the purple flame spiritual power. Something magical happened. The originally violent purple flame spiritual power gradually became docile under the influence of the light of the eye of the spiritual abyss. The mysterious spirit beast also seemed to sense the change in its own spiritual power. The fierce light in its eyes gradually dissipated, replaced by a hint of confusion and bewilderment. Sumu seized this opportunity and said to the illusory figure, "Senior, I seem to have found a way to communicate with it. Let me give it a try." The illusory figure nodded slightly and continued to maintain the stability of the barrier. Sumu concentrated and transmitted friendly and peaceful messages to the mysterious spirit beast through the light of the eye of the spiritual abyss. The mysterious spirit beast stood there quietly, feeling the messages sent by Sumu. After a while, the purple flames around its body gradually extinguished, and a huge purple spiritual power sphere also slowly dissipated. The mysterious spirit beast looked at Sumo, and the vigilance in its eyes significantly decreased. Sumu walked forward a few steps cautiously and said softly, "We mean no harm. We just want to explore the spiritual power mysteries here. We hope you can help us." The mysterious spirit beast seemed to understand Sumu's words. It nodded, then turned around and walked towards the inside of the ruins. Sumo and the illusory figure looked at each other, their eyes filled with jingxi. They followed the mysterious spirit beast and entered the interior of the ruins. The interior of the ruins was dimly lit. and the runes on the walls flickered with a faint light. Deep in the ruins, they discovered a huge spiritual power crystal. The crystal contained powerful and pure spiritual power, echoing the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss. Sumu approached the spiritual power crystal and circulated the power of the eye of the spiritual abyss, trying to establish a connection with the spiritual power in the crystal. As the light of the eye of the spiritual abyss shone, the spiritual power in the crystal was gradually awakened, and the mysterious spiritual power information flow poured into Sumo's mind. Sumo closed his eyes and concentrated on receiving this information flow. His face showed expressions of surprise from time to time and was lost in thought at other times. The illusory figure quietly guarded Sumo aside. He knew that Sumo was going through an important comprehension. As time passed, more and more powerful spiritual power fluctuations emanated from Sumo. His understanding of the eye of the spiritual abyss seemed to have reached a new height. When Sumo opened his eyes again, there was excitement and determination in his eyes. He said to the illusory figure, "Seigneur, I've comprehended the method of integrating the eye of the spiritual abyss with natural spiritual power from this spiritual power crystal. This will greatly enhance my strength. Moreover, I've also learned some clues about the mysterious force and that unknown power." After hearing this, a flash of surprise appeared in the illusory figure's eyes. "Huh? Tell me quickly, what are the clues?" Sumo took a deep breath and said, "This unknown power seems to come from an ancient forbidden area in the spirit fantasy realm. There, a powerful dark force is sealed. The mysterious force is likely looking for a way to lift the seal. Once they succeed, the spirit fantasy realm will face a disaster of extinction." The illusory figure's expression became solemn. "It seems we can't wait any longer. We must stop them as soon as possible. You first consolidate your comprehension of the new power of the eye of the spiritual abyss here, and then we'll discuss countermeasures." Sumo nodded, sat cross-legged in front of the spiritual power crystal, and started to retreat for cultivation. During Sumo's cultivation, will the mysterious force detect their actions? What new moves will that unknown power make? Can Sumo successfully master the power of integrating the eye of the spiritual abyss with natural spiritual power and increase the chances of winning against the mysterious force and the unknown power? Everything is full of suspense, making people can't help but worry about the development of the story. The story continues. More exciting content is coming up. Subscribe as soon as possible.